Dear students and learners, hello. I am Kumar Satyam from the Department of Social Work at Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar College, University of Delhi. I warmly welcome you all to this session. In this session, I will discuss the topic of social work, society, and culture. The learning outcomes after the session, we will able to understand the concept of social work, understand the concept and structure of society, analyze the meaning, characteristics, and pattern of culture. Social work means different things to different people. Some sees it as shramdan, charity, or disaster relief. Activities like road building or cleaning may fall under shramdan, but they are not always social work. True social work is focused on addressing behavioral issues in children, marital problems, and rehabilitations of patients. Misconceptions arises because social workers often mix Western methods with traditional religious practices. Focus on day-to-day issues has hindered the development of clear terminology. Focus on day-to-day issues has hindered the development of clear terminology. Findings often lack precision, relying heavily on general social sciences. Everyone has fixed ideas about social problems, making expert roles unclear. Celebrities refers to promotional acts as social work, and because both trained, often paid, and untrained, often unpaid, workers operate side by side. The public is struggling to distinguish real social work from promotional acts. Nature of social work. Social work helps people who face personal or family problems they can't solve alone. A trained person known as social worker supports individual known as client. This process is called social casework. The client must be willing to change and accept help. Social worker provide support while respecting the client's right to choose. It is necessary for them to be empathic, not judgmental, and understand the client's feeling without becoming emotionally overwhelmed. Social services such as donation during disasters provide assistance from a distance. Social work requires direct personal interaction to address both immediate needs and deeper emotional and relational issues. Social work is based on scientific knowledge derived from disciplines such as sociology, psychology, medicine, and law. It includes tested knowledge, hypothesis needing verification, practical wisdom needing scientific validation. Science and human values are combined with a focus on dignity, equality, and anti discrimination. Social work opposes the idea that only the strongest survive. It recognizes the worth of every person regardless of their background, encourages self determination, and comprehends individuals within their cultural and social contexts. Social work balances idealism and realism, valuing both the individual and society. Ultimately, it aims to solve problems that affect clients' life. Now, I will discuss the scope of social work. Social work helps people in need to solve their problems and become self reliant. It combines theory, science and skills, art, drawing knowledge from various disciplines to offer professional services. A social worker builds trust with clients, accesses problems, plan solutions, implement them, and evaluate outcomes. Effective help require both compassion and methodological knowledge. There are 6 methods of social work. First, social casework. Social casework help individuals by understanding their environment, identifying problems, and planning treatment. Social group work aids individuals through group experiences to improve relations and personal growth. Community organization. Community organization strengthen community ties and solve collective issues through cooperation and planning. Social welfare administration organizes and manages social services through effective planning, staffing, and budgeting. Social action. Social action promotes social change by raising awareness, mobilizing people, and influencing policy. Social work research. Social work research uses scientific methods to study social problems, test ideas, and guide practice. The first 3 are direct methods, and the last 3 are the supportive or secondary method. All are the structured way to enable social change and improve lives. Now I will discuss meaning and definition of society. The word society comes from the Latin word socius, meaning companionship. George Samuel believed that sociability is the essence of society. Aristotle's idea that man is a social animal highlights the natural human need to live among others. Various thinkers have defined society in different ways. Auguste Comte saw it as a social organism with structured harmony. Emile Durkheim viewed society as a reality of its own. Talcott Parson defined it as a network of human relationships based on goals and means. G.H. Mead described it as a symbolic interaction through gestures. Maurice Gisbert called it a group united by shared relations and behavior. G.D.H. Cooley saw it as a organized association within a community. McIver and Page described it as a system of rules, roles, and relationships. Society is often seen as a large, relatively independent group that organizes social relations. However, these boundaries are not fixed and can be arbitrary. In anthropology, it's important not to let such division obscure the broader system of social interaction. Definition generally falls into 2 types. Functional definition. Functional definition: society is a network of interacting groups that help individuals meet their needs and goals. In structural, society consists of shared custom, institution, and values passed through the generation. Scholars like Gisbert and Cooley focus on the structural view, while McIver, Parson, and Cooley support the functional view. In simple terms, society is a group of people who share a culture, live in a specific area, and interact regularly. It includes enduring relationship, social roles, and collective identity, and may also refer to people of a nation or even world as a whole. Now, what are the characteristics of society? According to McIver, society is a wave of social relationship involving many types of connections. This began in the family based on age, sex, and generation and extend beyond it. A key foundation of society is likeness or shared traits and understanding, which allow people to connect and cooperate. In early society, this likeness centered on kinship, while in modern times it includes shared nationality and identity. However, society also needs differences. These differences, like those between sex and talents, complement each other. Yet, difference alone can't form society. It must work under shared likeness. McIver argued that both likeness and difference together lead to essential institutions like the division of labor. Another key element is interdependence. For instance, in a family, men and women depend on each other biologically and socially. Society expands this dependence, creating mutual support through specialized roles and relationships. Cooperation is equally important. Without it, society cannot function. Social life depends on the people working together, which prevents conflict and promotes well being. A lack of cooperation can lead to the breakdown of society. In addition to this, McIver defined other elements like uses, customs, and practices like marriage, religion, and language that vary by society. Procedures, shared way and acting that maintain social order. Authority, necessary to ensure peace and organization. Mutual aids, essential for social stability. Grouping, units like family, cities, and villages. Library, liberty and control. Freedom allows personal growth while control ensures harmony. Society is not just a group of people, but a pattern of relationship and shared values. It reflects our state of mind and connections to others. It is a process, not just a structure. Some thinkers, such as Spencer and Durkheim, have compared society to an organism, not because they are same, but because both have interrelated parts. Sociologist G. Lansky categorized society by terminology and economy. Hunter gathering, agriculture, industrial, and post industrial. Anthropologists also classify society by size and complexity, such as band, tribe, chiefdom, and state, or by political structure that is shaped by history, geography, and culture. Today, the term society refers to many types of human association, political system, and cultural groupings. Now, what is the culture and the concept of the culture? Culture is a common term, often linked to refined behavior, arts, and philosophy. However, in anthropology, culture means much more. Anthropologically, culture is defined as the entire way of life of a people, not just the most desirable things. There is no such thing as uncultured person. Meaning and definition. Every human society has a culture. Some are simple, other complex. Culture is a human trait, not biological, but built upon human biological ability like language and thought. It includes both material, tools, object, and non-material, ideas, belief, rules, aspects of life. This element form a pattern of design for living. Culture helps people distinguish right from wrong and what is valued or not. It evolves over time, combining the old with the new, and it passed down through learning, not genes. Unlike animals whose behavior is mostly inherited, humans learn their ways of life through a process called acculturation, beginning in childhood through family and society. Key point about culture. First, learn. Culture is not inherited biologically, it is taught and acquired. Shared. Members of a society share common ways of thinking and acting. Symbolic. Culture uses symbols like language to convey meaning. Integrated. All parts of culture work together as a system. Now, I will discuss what are the important insights. E.B. Taylor defined culture as a complex whole, including knowledge, belief, art, morals, laws, customs, and habits learned as a member of society. His definition highlighted that culture is learned socially, not inherited biologically. Anthropologists broadly summarized culture as what people think, what people do, and what people make. Even though values, what people believe, and behavior, what they actually do, may differ, both are part of culture. Material objects also provide insight into cultural life. Despite the many definitions, culture is best understood as learned, shared, and dynamic way of life that gives meaning and structure to human existence. Thank you.